Gentlemen and ladies, Sandamtod here, back again. I was just in the car, of course, but I had a quick thought, and I thought I'd ask y'all what you thought. I think back in the day when you started a YouTube channel or had one and stuff, it seemed like the thing to do was to come up with a clever video game related handle for your channel, and that's how a lot of people ended up with you know, their YouTube names that they have. And over time you could change it and stuff. And I remember when YouTube asked, or finally made it okay, and they asked me if I wanted to change the name of my channel to my name, you know, my real name. And I was like, I don't know, you know, because when I started, and this isn't that long ago, but like 2011, or right around 2010, 2011, that it seemed like it was a little taboo to use your real name on your channel. It seemed like using your real name was reserved for people that you got to know on a one-on-one and commented back and forth with quite a bit, and eventually you would learn their name, you know. But for the most part, you just knew them by their handle or their screen name or channel name or whatever. Be it, you know, it's hard to even say at this point. I'm trying to think. Well, like Happy Console Gamer or you know, whatever. I mean, they have their own names, but then they have names. That's I don't know, you know, that's why I'm not successful, according to certain people on YouTube, because I've never really cared about branding myself. You know, if that was the case, I would have changed my screen name to something more game related, you know, and I never did, and people always had a hard time even saying my screen name because it was just one of those names that, you know, was hard to say because it seems like there's a vowel missing, and really there is. I don't think it's that hard to say because I say it like I would say my first and middle name, which is Sandamtod. The Sand comes from my last name. The Am comes from my first name, and Todd's my middle name, with 2 D's, not one. But I basically took 3 characters from each of my 3 names and merged them together and made a screen name. And I've explained that over the years, but I thought for the sake of this video I'd go over it one more time. And so I never really made my channel in the beginning with the idea that I would make videos. I made it with the idea that I wanted to be able to view content that was over the age restriction, and also leave comments. And so, sorry, I'm watching the traffic because the traffic's gonna get nuts around here. They're closing down like a 2-mile stretch of highway to demolish 3 bridges here in Independence. This weekend's gonna be nuts. If I go anywhere, I'm gonna go north of where my sister lives to do any kind of shopping or anything, because the traffic around here this weekend's gonna be freaking horrible. That guy's got plywood for a back window in his minivan, cut to shape of the window with a little like plexiglass. Hold on, check this shit out. Look at this. Guy's got plexiglass cut out to the shape of his back windshield, and got some little plexiglass thing like freaking screwed in the middle of it. That's the goofiest shit I've ever seen. People are weird. Sorry. Man, now I've lost track of what I was saying, but the point is your screen channel name as important as maybe it seemed like it used to be? I never thought it was based on who I am. I just figured people if you build it, they will come, you know, the old Field of Dreams. If I put up videos about video games, no matter what my screen name is, the people that want to watch that shit are going to watch it. And if they don't want to watch it, it's not going to be because of my screen name. So I've always just kind of left it. And eventually I did add the AKA Adam, because that's my name, Adam. So it's also known as Adam. But that's not really what I go by. I don't go by the whole name, Sandamtod, aka Adam. I either go by Sandamtod, or sometimes I just say Adam here, you know, but a lot of times I just say Sandamtod still, and that's fine. And I've kind of adopted that into other aspects of my life. I don't know if other people have done that as well as me, but I use that screen name not on Facebook, but I mean I use it on, like, when I set up my profile accounts on my PlayStation 3 and 4 and my Xbox, they're all named Sandamtod. And like if I went on PlayStation Network to play games, that would be my screen name, would be Sandamtod. You know, but like, and I've used it here and there. Sometimes I name video game characters that and such. But, you know, I just am curious if other people have adopted their name, you know. Mr. Anderson, my name is Neo. You know, you go by your alias, you know. And it seemed like, seriously, like back in the day, it was almost taboo to give out your real name, or you were a little leery to give it out. And I think that's kind of changed, you know, pretty much totally over now, where people just don't really care. I don't really care if people know my name, but it used to be a thing. And I was just curious if you guys think screen names really even matter anymore, or what. I can see how if you had your channel named like a show, like I said, and then you go by, you know, Adam, but the show is Crazy Crap, you know, then welcome to Crazy Crap, my name's Adam, you know. So, yeah, I mean, I can understand if your channel's named something like that, you know, but to me, the screen name is synonymous, or the channel name was synonymous with me and the personality or person I kind of carved out for myself on YouTube. And so I didn't ever want to change it. And like I said, I do use it to set up my profiles on my video game systems, and I use it screen name. I also use amalgams of my name in other ways. I used to go by Adasa, which was, you know, part of my first name and last name. And then I have a female name that I go by sometimes when I play video games. If I create a girl, that's just a mix of my name, and instead of Adam Sandage, it's Amanda Sage. it's just shifting the, you know, the letters around to make up a different name, you know. So that's what my Skyrim character's named right now. So it's just, I don't know. I was just kind of random thoughts on the way to work today, and was curious if you all give a shit anymore about the screen name or not, or whatever. And you know, I mean, there's certain game names that I always thought really kicked ass. One of my favorite ones was Anthony's 8-Bit Goomba. I mean, I love that name, the 8-Bit Goomba. The Goombas, you know, has a couple different names, or connotations, but the Goomba from Mario, you know, 8-Bit Goomba, I like that. And I always like SNES-tastic, you know, and I mean, different people over the years have changed their name, and some of them I really liked, and then they changed it to something else, and I was like, well, that's cool, I'll just call you by your real name, like Tom or whatever. So, alright, I'm kind of lost on subject now all of a sudden. I don't really have anything left to say, and I don't really know how to end this video, so we're just driving along.